Hi everybody, I'm back and we're going to do a little tropical landscape. It actually doesn't have to be tropical. You can make this, it's a lagoon, so this lagoon could be anywhere. If you don't want to put palm trees, you don't have to. You could put pine trees. And so it applies to any place, wherever you are. But this is just, I just want to kind of show you how I approach a little harbor scene. Okay, that's about it. So I got a little illustration here, and I don't copy it for, it doesn't, my painting never looks exactly or anywhere close to my reference, but it just gives me confidence to start somewhere. All right, so I'm going to show you, we're going to try another setup now.
Did you want to show a better look of what you're going to paint, trying to paint?
But it's, yeah, but it's not going to look like that. But yeah, that's kind of it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to work over here to the side. We'll see if this works. We're just learning as we go too on how to do these videos. We're it's a work in progress, that's for sure. So I'm dipping into my Hooker's Green with my 1-inch brush, and I am going to I'm just going to start drawing. I know I said drawing isn't a big deal, and it's not. I'm just going to kind of, what I'm trying to do is figure out where my buildings are going to go, what my design on how this paint is going to. This has a really wonky building. I'm just going to make a regular building right here. Nothing is, you know, it's giving me an idea because nothing that I'm doing is like what's going on in the photograph. There's a building here, and then there's a boat, but this boat in the photograph is at a weird angle, and I'm going to make mine at a more comfortable angle, just kind of right there.
It's focusing on your arm.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
All right, there you go.
There.
All right, so I'm going to put some, this is a mass of greenery. And I see another building back here. Let's just put that there. So it's kind of looking like a little village. I'm going to put a mass of greenery here. More greenery here. This is, none of this is in the photograph. Maybe the photograph in my hand is just there for confidence. It gives me confidence. So there's another building here. I'm going to put, this is going back. I draw, yes, I do draw with paint, and I can, if I need to correct it, I can correct it with white paint, or just while it's still wet, take a rag and just wipe it right off. Maybe I'll put another little boat right here. And another building that kind of just goes off like this. It's got the kind of the pilings that go under a building. I love that. I love to paint pilings, and I love to paint vertical anything, structures. I just think it really helps a painting. This is kind of a dock here. And then I might make a palm tree here, so bear with me if you're not making palm trees. You could just make this all leaves, but a palm tree, I just kind of make the trunk and then palm fronds coming out. Is my arm okay, Jane?
Arm's fine.
I'm trying to, believe me, you guys, I'm painting sideways. Okay, that's as good as I'm going to do right there. And then I'm just going to kind of, this is water down here, and that's going to, see how if it's dark there, it's going to be dark down here. And this boat is going to be a reflection right there. This boat's going to be a reflection. A little confusing, but you can see I have my scene laid out. I'm good with that. I'm going to put the photograph away. And then I'm just going to go in, just like I did with my still life and whatever, I go in white next. Decide where my sun is. So my sun, I think, is going to be coming in on the left. So, wow, look at that. That'll soak in, though. And it's a dock. And here's a boat. You know what, I don't like that dot because it looks like it's part of the boat. And maybe it will be, but. You know, just, sometimes I just scribble and it'll tell me what it's gonna do, what it wants to do. And here is the front of this book. I like to be a little bit wonky because I think it's fun. I'd rather see something, you know, just a little bit off, a little bit of wonky. You know, it makes me feel like the artist is more about the passion and the excitement of the scene than trying to be totally, photogenic, accurate, and making it look real, because I'd rather see energy. So. And this is all water going this way. You see my little buildings?
I see the
Now-
potential, yeah.
Yes, yes. And, you know, I'm painting a little sloppy because I'm painting from the side, which isn't a terrible thing. Maybe I should do this more often. I don't know if I like that stuff, just.
Now you're using a blue there?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's my shadow color. I'm
Shadow
sorry,
color.
yes, which is purple, the brilliant purple and light blue. When I do water, I just start doing horizontal.
And that's light blue, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
just start making some light blue. Oh, I forgot to put a little white boat down here. Boat. So, I'm getting my scene put together. And then the next thing I do is I go in with a little bit of hooker's green and yellow, and I can start making where my foliage is, my trees. Here goes my these are my palm trees. Now I'm going to go back and elaborate a little bit more on all of this. I mean, it's not going to be left a total mess, but I'm just kind of laying it in really quick. See, most of my painting is basically done. The design, I kind of know where my light's coming, and now it's just a matter of playing around. And then if I have that kind of green, there's going to be green going in the ripples of my water. Now I think I could put a real nice tropical, maybe a tropical color roof, or maybe, yeah, let's do it. I'm going to take a phthalo green. It's an intense green, so I'm going to break it down with some white, maybe some yellow. And I'm going to do a crazy roof, right? Oh my gosh.
Oh,
look at that.
wow.
Oh man. Wow.
So that's phthalo green and,
It's phthalo green, white with a little tiny bit of yellow.
okay, and that's cad yellow.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
need to put that somewhere else. So I'm gonna put it over here on this building. Those two are gonna be a different color. You can't fall in love with anything. I'm gonna put some in the water down here. You know, you've gotta move your color all the way around, or else it's gonna just look too isolated and weird. If it moves all over, it's part of the painting. And that's what it's all about. We are working on one whole painting, not just section at a time. So now I'm going to take, I'm doing this whole painting, I'm roughing this painting in for you. That's basically what I'm going to do. And if you want to try this, and you can try this when any kind of photograph. Just look through any kind of travel book or anything like that. Even if the photograph is this big, you can blow it up. Can you see that? If
Yeah.
it's this big, you can blow it up, because I think that's how big this photograph was. It was in a travel brochure.
Is that light blue?
Yes, it's light blue with a little white, and I'm gonna just kind of knock in the sky so you can see. That's gonna be like a red roof. So, you know, some of you are still not convinced to paint the red in the background. But I hope the more that you see how it works for us, that, look at that.
Is that Naples yellow?
Yeah, that's Naples yellow. That just wanted to be there. Can you tell I get bored easy? I'm like, I can't just do blue all the way across the sky. That would be so boring. Now I'm going to throw some white that was mixed with my blue. See how I'm going to take the corner of this fabulous brush and just kind of
cut in
with these sky holes. And now I'm going to take that same blue, because we don't want to isolate, and start making some ripples. Question, Jane?
sky reflection, I guess, in the water.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it does. There's so many different factors that make up the color of water. But I kind of like to just travel. You know, I'll pick up a color and I'll just take it on a little journey. And it's not going to be evenly spread. It's just like this little green patch. Because water travels in pools of shadow and also of temperature, and it travels in pools, so that's how I'm going to paint it, in little pools. That's really white. I meant to put more blue with that.
And that's light blue.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and I'll tell you another thing, when you paint, well, I'll tell everybody to the camera in a second, but it's about, you want me, okay.
There you are.
When you paint, you're gonna be really tired. It is exhausting, because every single brushstroke you make is is a decision. And you have to think, and you're using like, not only that part of your brain, but you're also coordinating, every stroke with your thoughts. And you use up so much energy and brain work, and you'll be really, really tired at the end of a painting. But there's nothing better than, like, if you have a successful painting and you have that tiredness afterwards, like, whew, that was worth it. I'm wiped, but I did it. So keep doing it, but yes, it's okay to get tired afterwards. That's why I'm always tired. That's my point. All right, I'm gonna throw a little red in these roofs.
And is that cad red?
Yes, cad red.
Medium.
And maybe a little bit of Naples with it, okay? Naples kind of calms it down.
So is cad red medium?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if these roofs are red, well, that one's kind of out in the sun. Usually if they're going at different angles, they're going to be a different value of red, because one would be in shadow. But this guy might be more in shadow because he's more in the trees. So I'm not going to worry about that issue. Maybe I'll take a little bit of that and put it in this boat right here. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be fun to sit down with a smaller brush and go in and work at little details in here. And I'll do that later, when I'm sitting at my working part of the studio. I'm going to put a little darker value right in there. It's really dark here under the boats.
And that's just the hooker's green?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to go to a little bit of a smaller brush. I'm almost, as soon as the painting is covered, as soon as, there's paint everywhere, that's when you need to take a break.
And you're using your 1/2 inch now?
This is a 1/2 inch, yeah, and it's just white.
Okay.
Make it some pilings. I put those there, I thought that was railing, but it's showing me that it's part of the boat, so I guess that's what it is. It's like, sometimes the paint just takes over. And you gotta go with it. And especially when you do people, just kind of follow their gesture. Just throw in a little character in. Yes, I know it looks like I paint super fast, but like I said, I'm gonna probably go back and work on this, and put the details in.
And we'll have the final picture of your
Yes.
final project.
Yes, we will.
Painting.
So, all right, I'm just gonna, I think I put enough in just to kind of show you how I would break in a landscape. How's it look, Jane? Should I hold it up?
Sure. And watch it drip?
And watch
Okay.
it drip. Here we go.
It's like the bones. It's the basic,
bones,
yes.
And it'll be fun to fill in, but not too much. Not
Yeah.
too much, because it's fun to, let your imagination go. It's a painting. It's just brush strokes. It's paint, and it's one spot of color against the other. That's all it really is. There's not a lot of drawing involved. It's one shape, and then it's the depth of the green, lush landscape, or whatever, landscaping behind the houses is making the houses pop out. And this boat, will pop out. All this paint has to dry and soak in. And yeah, it'd be fun to sit down right now and totally finish it, but it would get muddy. But nobody ever does that. Everybody just gets involved, because that's our nature. So, but try to remember that. It really makes a big difference. And so that's it. I'll see you at the next video. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but see you at the next video. This is a lot of fun, and we're learning as we go, everybody. So we're trying to figure out different setups as we go, but we're pretty pleased. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to buy a full class, go on to my website, Jane Slifka Gallery. Go to the shop page, and there you can purchase. We made 10 full classes that are an hour long, that you can watch as many times as you want, and just keep painting from them if you want. You can stop them or whatever, but there's 10 different subjects, and we'll be making more of those too. So, thank you. See you next time. Bye.